Welcome to Dynamics for Living in the Age of Antichrist. This is Series 13, 12 Days of Christmas. Today, 7, the King. We'll be looking at 2 Samuel, Daniel, Micah, and Zechariah. Now continuing with the new material. This is Day 7, the King. Now, we talked about some of these things as we were talking about the other days of Christmas that we were looking at in connection with ruling and so on. But I want to bring out some ideas today that perhaps we didn't cover then. Looking first at 2 Samuel 7:12. When your days are fulfilled and you rest with your fathers, I will set up your seed after you, who will come from your body, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. Then Nathan is speaking to David. He's speaking the words of God to David, as David is nearing old age and thinking about that he won't live forever. But what does Nathan tell him, or what is God saying to him? The kingdom that God is going to set up is unending. It doesn't have an end. And then in 2 Samuel 7:14, again Nathan, speaking for God, I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commits iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the blows of the sons of men. Well, the second idea here that God shares through Nathan to David is that he is going to have a special father-son relationship with this new king. In fact, that relationship implies discipline, and this new king will be subject to human punishment. Well, boy, we're getting the image now, aren't we? The image of the Christ who came and who was crucified. You say, but it says here, chases him with a rod of men if he commits an iniquity. No, Jesus didn't commit iniquity, but they thought he did, and they killed him for it. So, he was subject to the human punishment, even though he did not commit anything wrong. In Daniel 2:44, we have these words, and in the days of these kings, and it's talking about the kingdoms that are going to be on earth after Nebuchadnezzar. And in the days of these kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom which will never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people. And it shall break in pieces and consume all those kingdoms. And it shall stand forever. And of course, Daniel names out 4 kingdoms or ages that are going to occur. But he says the kingdom that God is going to set up eventually is indestructible. It is non-transferable. And it is undefeatable. So we get more ideas about this new king and the new kingdom here. In Micah 5:2, but you, Bethlehem, Ephrathah, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall come forth to me the one to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth are from of old and from everlasting. This king that is coming forth is beyond time. Beyond time. And then in Zechariah 9:9, rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, your king is coming to you. He is just and having salvation, lowly and riding on a donkey. This king is going to be, it says a coat, the foal of a donkey. This king is recognizable. And you know, that came true, didn't it? You know, we celebrate it on Palm Sunday, don't we? Just riding into Jerusalem on the foal of a donkey. The king is recognizable, and he is just, and he is having salvation. He brings it with him. And now the question is, what else do we know about this king? What else do we know? Well, he's talked about riding a white horse in Revelation 19 as a conqueror. And he is going to come as conqueror, isn't he? And if that is like this passage that we just read about the donkey, if he came riding on a donkey and it really happened, we saw it, if we were there, and we celebrate it every year as Palm Sunday. But the point is, he was recognizable, and we were told in advance. So maybe this king that is coming riding on a white horse in the book of Revelation, this conquering king, the Son of Man, is going to kill and do away with the Antichrist. Maybe he's coming just like that. Are you ready? Are you ready for him to come? I think people have an urgency there who have drawn close to God, and they sense that something is coming, something is going to happen. Well, the kingdom is unending. There's a special father-son relationship with this king and God, but he was subject to human punishment. The kingdom is indestructible. It is non-transferable. It can't be passed on to some other family, so to speak, as happened sometimes in ancient days. He is undefeatable. He will finish the job he started. The king is beyond time. He's been there all along, and he always will be. And this king that is coming is recognizable, and he is just, and he has our salvation. Well, brings us to a bottom line dynamic for this lesson. The returning king is forever, and we will know him. Take my word for it, friends. When this king arrives, you will know he is for you, and you will know he is the one you should go with. And these dynamics are yours in Jesus' name.